Hey everyone, this is Christine with Kyanite Psychic Services. I'm a formally trained psychic reader and healer, as well as a trance medium, psychic development teacher, and a professional musician. You can find out more about me and my services on my website, kyanitepsychic.com, and you can find me on various social media platforms as at Kyanite Psychic. So today I wanted to take some time to address a question that I get asked often in my practice. And that question is, how do I know if the communication I'm receiving is from my spirit guides? The first thing that I want to say to answer this question is that communication from your spirit guides will always be of encouragement to you. It's really important to keep that in mind as a benchmark. Your guides will never berate you. They're not here to scold you. They're not here to punish you, and they're not here to be mean to you. And there's a difference, that being said, between, berating and tough love, right? Because spirit guides can absolutely exercise tough love. Mine do all the time because I'm pretty stubborn. Um, So your guides can absolutely tell you why something might not be a benefit to you, right? They can tell you why something happened in your life as a result of choices you made with your own free will. And those are very much in the tough love category, but they're not going to communicate energy or words that put you down or make you feel bad about yourself. So, that being said, if you're perceiving communication of a derogatory nature, there might be some confusion, right, with a non-beneficial internal voice, your own internal voice, which is most commonly the case. Or it could be the presence of someone who has passed on in your space or another spirit that is not one of your guides. It's really important to note that there are many types of beings without bodies, right? Just as there are many types of people that physically walk this earth. And that alone is why it's so important to ground yourself, to be in your center, to run energy and set the energy of your space when communicating with your spirit guides, when setting the intention to communicate with them, especially when you're just getting started working with spirit guides or working with a new guide for the first time. Because doing this ensures that you're going to tune into the right frequency, the right radio station, if you will, as opposed to some sort of random radio station. I just love the radio analogy, can't help myself. So, all that being said, another thing that's really important in discerning the communication that you're receiving, it's important to get familiar with your own internal voice. What does it sound like? What does it feel like? Where is it located in your physical and energetic body? Because if you're not sure, then yeah, it's going to be really difficult to discern what kind of communication you're receiving. And really, you become better at discerning this through practice. So you can always practice by starting sentences out loud, speaking, and then finish the sentence in your mind. And notice, what does that voice feel like? What does it sound like internally? Where is it located? Another way that's fun is start singing a song out loud and finish the verse internally. And notice, what does that voice sound like? Where is it located? What does it feel like? And over time, your internal voice and all its qualities will become really clear to you if it isn't already. And that makes it even easier to discern when you're clairaudiently picking up something, communication that's not your internal voice. By clairaudiently, I'm talking about psychic hearing, right? That's often different from hearing things like hearing my voice, watching and listening to this video, right? A lot of that communication happens internally in our thought stream. For me personally, over time, I realized that my own internal voice, it really comes from my center, from the center of me, like the center of my head, right smack in the middle. And communication from my guides seems to happen a bit above me. And even different guides will come from different directions. And that's one of the ways that I can tell who I'm communicating with. So for everybody, this can be slightly different, but I just wanted to share my own personal perspective. So if everything that we've talked about today resonates with you and you want to find out more about how to run your energy, set the energy of your space, how to communicate effectively and confidently with your guides, I invite you to join me for my on-demand workshop called Communicate with Your Spirit Guides. In this workshop, we're going to go into meditation to awaken your awareness of energy. We're going to meet and become aware of our guides, learn how to communicate with them, and receive healing messages that support us on our life's journey. We're also going to discuss the nature of spirit guides and review briefly our psychic senses because they're such an important means of communicating with the non-physical. So if that sounds great to you, I'd love to have you join me and be a part of my energetic classroom. I'll put the link to register in the description below. And if what I've talked about today resonates with you, please do like and consider subscribing to my channel. And feel free to always leave a comment below about your own experiences communicating with your guides. So thanks so much for being here with me today. And I'm wishing you all the very best on your life's journey.